was noisy. Hi everyone, hi Melissa, hi Sherry, hi. I had to eat into Joel because I got a life, you know, I got kids to look after and I've got a child to pick up at 3:30, so I had to eat into him, never mind. Hello Star Child, hello Melissa, Heavenly and Earthly joined, hello darlings, hello Laura, lots of lovely hearts, thank you for the colours. Shannon, stranger, where have you been, my love? Where have you been? Thanks for inviting followers. So if you don't know me, my name is Indra, silent-moon.co.uk is me. And I create wonderful flower essences and gorgeous products by the light of the moon. Thanks, Marion. Love you. I always adore your screenshots. You are such a lovely, lovely woman. Oh, I wanted to turn this round for a reason that today I've not planned a scope, but I just felt that I wanted to really talk about. Not only do I talk about depression on a Thursday, but I wanted to talk about, hello, oh, thank you. I wanted to talk about the fact that it's okay to feel. Hi, Callie. My daughter's called Callie. So welcome. Anybody who says that to me, you're very, very welcome. I wanted to talk about the fact that it's okay to feel. I have been rushed off my feet today because I have had some amazing orders from loads and loads of people from all over the world, so I've been really busy and it's been a wonderful day because I've been truly doing my heart's desire and just working in my Imaginarium and creating all day. And tea or coffee? Tea, darling. But sometimes in the morning we like a Starbucks. As long as it's English builder's tea, that's the one I really love. So yeah, I'm creating. It's absolutely wonderful. So check out Silent Moon Imaginarium on Instagram. Put a little video up earlier because I got my first order for Italy and it's like, way! So I was just really happy because when I get an order that's going to the country for the first time, I'm just like a child. Yeah, I know. This is wonderful. So check them out and have a look and share and you're all part of it. And Vanessa's is done and it's boxed up and it's going out very, very soon and it's looking yummy. And I just get really excited when I create for you all. It's just brilliant. So if you don't know me and you're just joining, I know you all get excited because most of you have had something so you know how it feels. And one of the ladies on Instagram was saying today, Indra, it looks amazing. And I just sort of said, oh, yeah, sometimes I just feel, hey, Rob, sometimes I just feel like I want to be on the other end. And it's just because I get excited when I'm working with you and it's just lovely. Last night I woke up, this morning I woke up at 5 a.m. to start work and it was working for Vanessa actually and for Laura, the lady in Italy. Oh, it's okay, my darling, catch the replay. And because I was creating out in the moonlight and I didn't want your energy. Joel, I had to eat into you. I've got to pick Carly up at 3:30, so I'm sorry, I had to eat into you. The energy of the moon was just really absorbed in the herbs and I just brought them in and I did a mantra for you and I did an intention for you and it's so peaceful. So you'll feel that energy in the bottle. It's just yummy. Yeah, you did. I can't wait. I've just got loads going on today, so I'm on track. So it's all good. When the kids are on holiday, it's kind of things go a bit crazy, don't they? They just go a bit mad. Wendy, welcome. Let's get back to the scope title. So I just wanted to say, as you know, those of you that join me regularly, I'm as authentic as I can be, and I'm not ever going to say that I am fully authentic because the thing is, we're never really fully authentic till we get to the centre of that onion that I always talk about. You know, I'm always talking about that onion. But I try my best and I try to be open and honest with all of you and just very authentic much as I can be. And one of my big things when I suffered from depression and I suffered from anorexia and I suffered from anxiety and all the shit that goes with that, make authenticity great again, was the fact that I kind of stopped myself from being not just who I was, but also feeling. I stopped myself from feeling and I stopped myself from allowing to really touch on the emotions that were within me. And actually, since I met Joel, which is a year next month, can you believe? It feels like a lifetime. I sort of got a lot of permission in our friendship to be able to really, really feel my shit to a point like I've never felt my shit before. It's a bit of an analogy, isn't it? Feeling your shit. I kind of like that. But anyway, starving the emotions. Yeah, and it's true, Yenta, it really is. So many positive people on this scope. Yeah, there is some lovely, this is an amazing scope, amazing. If you've never been before, welcome. I'm a machine, fuck the feels. Oh, right, okay, well, you're not welcome. So I think we live in an environment where, or certainly in the UK, and I don't know if any of you, most of you that are on here are from the US, but if you've ever been to the UK, we have this thing called, hi Steph, stiff upper lip, where it's still going on due to the Victorian times, that we have to sort of queue in a line, we have to wait in line, and then we're not to say anything if we start to create. I go to school in Harrogate. Oh, welcome. I wonder where. So we have to wait in line, we have to queue in line, and if we dare to breathe, then you looked at and you tutted at, and I mean, that's a bit extreme, but that's how it does work. And when you start to show your feelings, like somebody in Italy or somebody in Spain, where in Europe they do show their feelings more, and the Latinos show their feelings a lot more, and it's all big, and that's more my personality. I have also a real ability to let my feelings fly, sometimes a bit more than I really should anyway. I have to accept that. But, it's okay. It's okay to really feel what's going on within you. Reminds me of an experience in England when I accidentally cut in. What happened? I'd love to know. Yes, been to the UK several times, and it's shocking. It feels like you have to keep yourself to yourself. Absolutely, Steph. I'm with you there. Nice person, are you? Thank you. Chop your head off if you rise above. Yeah, and if you say anything, and I'm one of these people who certainly does say stuff, and I do open up, and I do go, okay, it's okay. It's okay to feel. And when we're on a tube in London, that's the funniest thing. If you're ever on a train in London, we call it, the underground's called the tube train. And if you sit on the tube and you get all these people looking at you, and if you approach them and just say, are you okay? It's that fear of, oh, did you go to the Yorkshire show? No, I didn't go to the Yorkshire show, my love. Do you say stuff, thank God, thank God. But it's that, Jill. When you do that, here, people turn on you. Yes, they do. They do. Like your colourful person. Thank you. I think in Harrogate. Yeah, just smile at them. It'd be interesting, Vanessa, because you live in Devon. When Devon and Cornwall, which is at the bottom of the country, they're quite alternative places in the UK. So we tend to look at those places as, people would say to me, I'm surprised you don't live in Cornwall. Actually, I was supposed to be living in Cornwall, but something turned up and I married somebody, and that all went pear-shaped in the end. But anyway, I met him and I never moved to Cornwall. But I was always meant to go down there, and I had a school for my child, and it was wonderful because it's a very alternative place. And Devon is also, because it's next to Cornwall, it's the next county up. It has that similar energy, whereas if you're going up, you're not missing out, we're just talking. If you come up north, certainly to where I live, and it's not all the northern towns, because you've got places like Hebden Bridge and all that, where they are alternative places. If you come to where I live, I'm kind of a fish out of water here. And I often think, how I often say to you, if you really do think about, and this is an experience that you can, if you suffer from anxiety, you suffer from depression, if you suffer from mood swings, if you can really sit with yourself, whether it's in the woods, by the sea or wherever, and just really contemplate, why are you where you are? There's a reason you're where you are. There's a reason that you're living in the town that you're living in. Now, for years and years and years, I've lived here 14 years. I actually recovered in this town in my late teens. But believe it or not, I was brought back here for no reason at all. It was just a cycle. I ended up coming back here and working in the same hospital where I recovered from my anorexia, which is the craziest thing, but life does sometimes go in full circles, and to teach you some lessons. How welcome from New York. I adore New York. guess I won't be moving to Harrogate then. I need somewhere to be weird. But this is it, Christine. I want to say there's a reason why I'm saying what I'm saying, is because for years and years and years I batted against living here. Good morning. I really fought against living in a town that was very middle class, white, very pretty, and just very kind of, you know, up its own, what we'd say up its own arse or up its own backside. And what I decided to do was, as I got more and more authentic, I decided just to surrender into being here. And as soon as I started to surrender into being where I live, things changed for me. I started to see people differently. I started to see my environment differently. I started to find places in the town that I'd never seen before. Got to start walking to house. Okay, you walk to house, might lose you. Okay, you'll never lose me, darling, never. You've got me for life. I don't feel like I belong in my city. Right, so if you try to really, I don't know where you are, Christine. I know you've told me. But if you really try to sit with it, if you really try to work out why you're there, because, you know, how do you move through extreme anger? Wait a minute, I'll go with that one. Bloom where you planted. Oh, lovely. That's a lovely thing to say. Bloom where you planted. I'm not actually from here, but yeah, I was plonked here, I would say. So look at it and just go, why am I here? And I can tell you, honestly, truly, I was so angry about being in this town. It was like, why am I here? This is where I recovered. Why have I come back here? But really, if you really sit with it, I do believe I'm not going to be here forever. But if I was to be here for the rest of this lifetime, is it so bad? It's actually the most prettiest town in the UK, this town. It might not, and the happiest. and I think, oh my God, right, okay. It's only because me and Steph are here though, isn't it, Steph? So I would really honour and start to look at where you are. And some people become more receptive, and I often think there is a lot of curiosity. Absolutely, I believe that, Shannon, totally. So how to go through extreme anger. Wendy, what's the extreme anger about? Are you happy to share with us? Obviously, you're with good people here, so I'm sure we're all fine with it. It's a great thing to think about. Yeah, it is, and especially when you get angry and pissed off that you live where you live. And you know, the grass is always greener. It's always greener on the other side. I mean, my heart is in the Lake District in the UK. I want to be in the lakes. I want my cottage and my garden, and I want my workhouse, my workshop, and I want, not my workhouse, I can just see that now. Oh God, I get some crazy thoughts in my head. I want my workshop, and I want, you know, my vegetable plot like I used to have, and I want to get it, and I have a dream that I'll get it. The place of your recovery would be a place of triumph. Yeah, absolutely. Moved to London, missed that one. The grass isn't greener. Yeah, my cousin, my guardian, my mother estate has left me high and dry at the hotel. She owes me thousands. Okay. The first thing I would tell you to do, and I'm going to get everybody to chip in here with their own ideas of what you would do. You've got Christine, you've got Steph, you've got Joel, you've got Rob, you've got Kelly and Hippie and whoever else is on here. If I didn't mention our lovely Sherry, she's probably got one of the best bits of advice there. First of all, when I come to situations like that, because I have done over the last week, of this severe anger that's been going on for me and Joel, and I've gone through the emotions of grief. I'm Melissa, sorry my darling, I do. I can't remember everybody who's coming in and out, but you're never forgotten, you're there in the list. With all the things that have been going on, I've gone through emotions that, and Vanessa's here, of just feeling grief and anger and resentment and all sorts. And again, I've allowed myself to feel that. And I've had people tell me I shouldn't be feeling that. Then I've been angry with the people who've been telling me that, and then just sitting with it and allowing myself to really feel what I feel. So Wendy, I would say, I don't know where you are, but I always think the first thing to go and do from my perspective is to go and let it out. I'm quite a physical person, so I would go out to the woods and I would shout and I would scream if I needed to, and I would go up a hill. Fuck that, you've got to feel what you feel. Yeah, absolutely. Then, once I started to calm a little bit down, I would really work with my breathing. Yesterday's breath awareness, although it was quite noisy around me, probably tune into yesterday's scope because I did a really deep breathing, which is very, very good when you're feeling really tight and anxious, going through heavy shit lately, some some self-inflicted. Kelly, there is loads of shit going around at the moment. There's lots of stuff. The energy's really mad. Don't feel that you're alone. Yes, you must let it out or you will destroy your health. And that's what I believe, Marion. That's my strong feeling, is that people say, you know, I love people like Thich Nhat Hanh. He's an amazing teacher. He's a fantastic Tibetan monk. He's wonderful. However, he talks about allow yourself to feel. Yeah, absolutely. He talks about punch bag. Absolutely. Punch the wall. Oh, punch the wall. Now I go to run. Absolutely. Do what you need to do. He talks about keeping the anger in and working with it. And I can get that to a point. But I need to feel it externally first. And like Christine, I'm very physical. So I used to run, but it wasn't good for my back. My body was just like, it's not good for my back. It wasn't right for me. But I can get that. So I do my yoga or I go swimming. And if you're a physical person, then I would advise that you go for it and you just get it out, because you know if you're physical or you're not. You know if you're a mind person where you maybe just need to meditate. It's like we spoke about, keeping it in is like allowing an infection to spread. Yeah, and this is honestly how heart disease and cancers and all these things are spread, by keeping your emotions tight inside you. And this is how illness really does spread within our body. So it's really important that when these things come up, especially what you're going through now, Wendy, is to let it out in a way that is authentic to you. It's as simple as that. So if you're a mind person, because I don't know you personally, although we spoke, I don't know you personally. Joel will have some great advice. Is just to, if you're a mind person, then to go in and meditate. And if you're physical, then go and let it out and scream it out and find that space, or physically do some exercise. Exercise is an amazing thing to do for pissed offness. It really is. It's just brilliant. Why do drivers hate other people when they're on the road? Yeah, that's road rage. That's another thing that happens a lot, and I've been guilty of that as well. If I've needed to get somewhere, and you know, and there's a lovely thing. Yeah, absolutely, Sherry. If there's a lovely thing that Eckhart Tolle talks about sitting in a traffic jam. And what can you do in that traffic jam? Nothing. You can't go anywhere. You can't be anywhere else. You're stuck. So what do? Do you rage, or do you sit there and do you quietly just get on with it? And it's so true. It's simple. The power of now is so important. So Wendy, I would invite you to actually feel, not necessarily right now, but feel what it is that you're feeling at this moment in time. Where is it sitting in you? It's sitting in your body somewhere. It might be in your head. It might be in your stomach. I know when I feel anger, I feel it in my stomach. I get raging digestive issues, and I feel it as IBS. So we all often have a place where our emotions sit with us, and we're all very, very different. It might be in the heart. It might be in the back. Feel where it's sitting within you, and then I invite you to go and really, my skin, yes, it comes out in your skin, and that's the biggest organ of the body. You know, it's like, I held everything in my gut. Yeah, well, you and me are transatlantic sisters, so it's like we feel the same thing. Love you, great scope. You're amazeballs, as are you. I've got to go, actually. I've got to pick a child. And I've got to post to these lovely people. Vanessa needs her shit for tomorrow. Got to get spraying that stuff. Anyway, so that's really important, to invite you to just feel where you feel. And I've spoke many times about, you know, really going within and feeling your energy body. And if you don't feel your energy body by just being still, start with feeling it in the hands, not the physical hand, but the energy of the hand within, and you'll feel it if you're still, like pins and needles. And that's the start of feeling your energy body. Which one of your products can help? What with anger? Now, the good thing about this is that the anger stems from something in particular, and it's like a tree. So if I know where your anger stems from, then I can help you, but it's got to be from somewhere, that anger. It's got to come from somewhere. I love you too. It's not just an anger issue, this. It's something that's coming from somewhere. So I've often spoke to you about, hi Rob, welcome. Nice to see you, darling. It's good to realise what, like I said, your environment. Are you pulling in negative energy? Is it the negative energy that's affecting you? If it isn't, then you need to, or if it is, you need to step out of it. So, there is, if your anger comes from fear, then the perfect one is Dora's field. If you're unhappy and you're feeling that you're angry because you're unhappy, then drink me sunflower. Are you not sleeping? Is your anger coming from the lack of sleep? Lepidolite, so there's something that is within you that is causing this anger. It's not just, anger is not you, Wendy. Rose quartz is perfect. Yeah, thanks, Deb. Rose quartz is a perfect starter for anybody because it's all about compassion, and it's all about feeling compassion for others, and most of all, feeling compassion for yourself, which often we don't do. We feel so much compassion for others, but we never feel compassion for ourselves. So I always do say that if you're starting out and it's the first thing and you want to start gently without a big bang, then rose quartz is a lovely place to start. Because I'm angry because someone is trying to screw me financially. Okay, so that sounds like black tourmaline to me. And it sounds like you need to get really grounded. So you've got smoky quartz. I'm feeling that the quartzes would be really good for you, Wendy. And I think I've said this before, because all the gem elixirs are about grounding your energy, whereas the flowers are all about, if you haven't got that if you've got the groundedness, but you need to be more in your higher centers, then go for the flowers, or a mix of both. Well, consultations are there if you can do them, or there's an in-between consultation, which is the product itself is £32, but it's a bottle that I will mix up for you just by you picking what you want. So basically, you will go online, you'll pick with your heart, you'll give me a sentence or two and no more, and then I'll put up to 6 elixirs in one bottle for you. So it's kind of an in-between consultation. So it's not the full consultation, it's not you just picking online, but it's something that I can do for you from that sort of in-between space. So that's it, really. I know that a few people have done that and had great results. Well, everybody's getting great results from Silent Moon. I'm not talking about a few people. I'm talking about loads of people. And remember, my sadness comes from years of being abused as a child and no less than 3 days a week. I know you've been on quite a few times, haven't you? It's Cordell, isn't it? It's Cordell. Am I right? Cordell. I think I'm right. Big stuff to work through, and thank you for sharing with me. And and again, I always talk about the onion as peeling those layers away, and the fact that you can admit it is first of all just wow, that it's there. And flower essences are amazing for anything like that. It's just that they're fantastic. And also Joel's MPA. I would always pick up Joel's MPA if you're gonna work with something like abuse. I know that Joel's been through it himself, and he's also worked with many abuse cases. So he is perfect for that. You will get there. Yeah, healing. It's amazing. I'm actually surprised. I'm actually surprised just through scope how many of you admit it and how many of you talk about it, and I just think wow to you. It's just brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant. So let's pull an earthbound card. Let's finish with a bit of earthbound loveliness and get all ourselves grounded for the rest of this day. I've got to go to the post office and post some mail for these lovely people. So before I finish, you're wonderful and your energy's glowing today. Thank you, darling. I just want to say also that my information on Scope, I'm just so grateful for your donations. Thanks, people who have donated to me. And I do this from a place of love, but also, it is my time and it is my energy. And it is in the middle of the day. And I do actually come on at 2:30 purposely. What about the trees? Oh, yes, we'll go to that. I do come on purposely because I want to hit people in the US at a particular time of day, because you're basically my people who not only purchase off me the most, but you're also on scope and you're the most supportive to me. So if you think that my work and what I share with you is loving enough and it gives out enough, then please go and hit the donate button for the price of a Starbucks and just give me some cash. There you go. So I donate hearts until I can afford to donate. Or, you know, you are so welcome, and anything counts, you know, anything that I give out, you know, share, whatever, any money that comes back to me really counts. And by the way, the trees, yes, the trees. Steph went yesterday to try and use the hairspray. It does work on the trees. There was a bit of a hoo-ha with the police, whether it be council property, public property, private property. If it's private property, then we can't do anything about it. So it was just, thanks, Rob. It was just really kind of upsetting, because if it's private property, we're not even supposed to be touching the trees. And it's all that red tape shit that goes on. So Steph did try her best to really work on, I know, but it's twice for me in 2 weeks with the police. It's like, you know, please can you help nature? Please can you help me against some lunatic who's trying to attack me and my business and tread on me? But the police are like, oh, well, we've got this law and we've got this rule. And I do say it out loud because it's true. It is that way. So I think one of our community officers, I say, turn it into a beautiful tattoo. Yeah. Yeah. I like it, Sherry. Yeah. No, absolutely not. I will not. So we'll see where it goes. But our community officer, who both Steph and I know, who is actually my photographer, he's going to go and check it out. So, but they've got rules and regulations to go by. So I just close my ears and go, oh, and if I've got to step in myself, I will. I wish I could turn I hate you into something beautiful. Well, you did see what I put on Instagram. I was when I looked at it positively, and I know it wasn't positive, but I did actually say, at least these people can't spell, because I hate you, it's I hate you, as in you, the letter. So at least these people can't spell, because if they wrote I hate you, Y-O-U, it would have been more graffiti. So hey ho, that's a slight bit of positivity for the day. Does somebody want to shout stop? I'm running over here, my daughter's going to go crazy. Okay, somebody stop. And you've got the card for the day, Melissa. Thank you very much. Oh, lovely. Thanks, Kelly. We'll all have this one. It's the wonderful, 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 wonderful mountain. And it's achievement. So what are you achieving? Well, I've done a big achievement today, because I've actually done 2 orders today, 2 orders yesterday, and I have a massive order for our lovely Jennifer tomorrow. What religion are you? I'm not religious. So there you go, achievement there. Reach for the peak, reach for those amethyst crystals, even though they make me very sick. I can't wear amethyst. I love it, but it makes me vomit. Maybe they hate the letter U, who knows? Maybe they do. That's a good point. Mountain equals strength. One way, Jesus. Oh, please go away. God. It's only one way, then yeah, okay. It's not my way. I like Jesus, but I'm not having one way. There you go. Love amethyst. Me too, but it doesn't like me. So there you go. That's your card for the day. Achievement. No matter how big or small, climb that mountain, reach for the amethyst, get to the summit, to the top of that hill, and sending you lots and lots and love. Let's do a little bit of yoga tomorrow. I've got some heart yoga for you. Sending you love.